Hey guys, Richard here, and today I'm going to give you my ultimate relationship advice. Now, it's not going to sound pretty or sexy, but this is why it's so powerful. And if you take this idea and apply it in your life, wow, you're going to increase your chance to actually create something that is very healthy and intimate with your partner. So, whilst I can go there and give you some tips, some tricks to help you fix your relationship or improve your relationship, or you could even leave this video and go somewhere else to get information to help you save your relationship. The only problem I find here is that most of them are not going to be very unique to you. So, you can often feel like you're getting nowhere in your relationship and essentially feel stuck. So to bring this down to earth is this recent incident I had. So a person I know was sharing with me some of the difficulties that the person was facing, so to speak, right? And as I started listening to the whole issue, it just pretty much dawned on me that this problem is so complex, right? Even the person didn't even know what the problem was. And then I came up to this conclusion and I was saying to myself, what kind of advice would I give this person? And here's what I came up with. And it is this idea that you've got to study relationship, because I find that most people do not study relationship. Pull the burden on yourself to study relationship. And this doesn't have to be very religious. It can be in a very observational way and or even in a very practical way as well. But the bottom line here is that you got to study relationship, study male psychology, study female psychology, study about attraction, study about sex, study about relationship dynamic, and also work on yourself in the process. Because most people do not study relationship, and no wonder we have awful divorce statistics and relationship failing left, right, center. And this is because we have two people trying to bang themselves, they are banging their heads together, and basically there's too much tension in the relationship, regardless of what your sex is, guy girl, guy guy, girl guy, whatever your sex preference is. Basically people do not have good understanding between themselves, and this tension becomes too much that relationships have to fail in most cases. So basically, my bottom line advice here is to study relationship, and then if you put in the work, not only are you going to get a good relationship, but you're also going to be able to turn every aspect of your relationship into an art form, which is even more amazing. Honestly, if relationship is really, really important to you, then my advice here is to study relationship. No luck is going to create a very healthy and vibrant relationship. No luck is going to bridge the lack of understanding that people have in relationship, only by study and really experimenting with this stuff. So in society, I get this impression that most of us are told this notion that we are supposed to go out there and find that person who's going to complete us, right? And for that reason, most people say to themselves, well, I'm a guy and he's a girl, or I'm a guy, she's a she's a girl, and or I'm a guy and he's a guy, or I'm a girl and she's a girl, and we are supposed to come together and just create something very seamless, right? Complete each other, so to speak, right? While that might work in a very superficial sense, the problem here is that once that honeymoon phase out, then you're going to find yourself that you have to learn about relationship, which is ultimately what I am suggesting that you do right now, not when your relationship actually comes to that point. And I also get this impression that people are trying to model their own relationship based on the manual of their parents or their friends or what celebrities are doing. Now, the problem here is that most of those relationships are actually dysfunctional, and not to even mention that even if you copy directly from those people, the problem here is that your own needs in a relationship are very different, and so is your partner's need. And basically, trying to copy other people's needs is not going to basically fix your relationship. So you have to really get dirty, so to speak, and fix your own relationship yourself. And that's why I recommend that both parties have a good understanding of relationship so that you can create something really whole, so to speak. Also, I also get this impression that most people feel that the whole relationship thing should be very natural and there shouldn't be any studying involved, right? Just give me a relationship. I want it to feel natural. Well, if you think that's how you're going to create a very healthy and dynamic relationship, well, you really are kidding yourself, because that's not how a healthy and dynamic relationship, that's not the form a healthy and dynamic relationship takes. right? A mediocre sort of relationship is that which is very natural. I would say a purposeful marriage is one that takes effort and takes studying, it takes experimenting. Don't deceive yourself into thinking that, oh yeah, I want this thing to work all naturally. You're gonna get a mediocre sort of marriage or relationship. And ultimately, I do not want that for you. We want more people having positive, healthy sort of relationship. All right, to bring some statistics to your front and just tell you what's actually happening out there is that 6 out of 10 people are actually unhappy in their relationship. Now, you imagine those relationship progressing on to marriage situation. Already, we're in trouble. And no wonder we have shocking statistics, as I said already, relationship failing everywhere, like right, left, center. And this is because of people coming with this idea that, you know what, it's supposed to be easy and stuff like that, right? Honestly, think about it. Is that what you want for yourself? You want to be part of those divorce rates? Honestly, is that what you want? If your answer is no, then start studying relationship. Because if you do not study relationship, honestly, you're gonna get whatever you get, and do not blame anybody for it. Blame yourself. For me personally, relationship is very important to me, and definitely I do not want a mediocre, humdrum sort of relationship. Definitely not what I want. Therefore, I put in the work that's necessary to actually create that kind of relationship. Finally, in this video, I want to address this final point that I hear a lot of people saying here. They worry that if they study relationship, won't that somehow take away the romance? Won't it take away the emotion of love that they feel and stuff like that? I get it, right? But here's what I have to say. It doesn't actually. I would say quite counterintuitively, it actually enhances the experience for you. Because if you're a person who really know how relationship works, do you think you're gonna find somebody and then you're gonna hinder it? No, you're not. You're gonna let that relationship take its course. And the way I'm gonna explain it here is if we use 2 examples. So if we take a person A really understands relationships. So he has put in the time, he has put in the effort, and he has experimented with this as well to understand relationship, such that when he meets that person and they fall madly in love, eventually that honeymoon phase is gonna wane off. The problem here and the advantage that this person has is that he can spark relationship back. He understands about attraction. He can do little things here that's going to keep the relationship going. Whereas if we take person B who does not know shit about relationship and then they fall madly in love, of course in their heads they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is going to last forever, but it's not going to last forever. Then the honeymoon phase is going to wane off, and what they have here is basically flatline. And what they have to do now is basically to manage the relationship. And because they don't have any understanding of how to really ignite the relationship back, basically they're just going to have a very home-drawn kind of mediocre sort of relationship. And if both parties don't put an effort, eventually tension is going to build up, resentment is going to build up, and eventually the relationship is going to fail. So ultimately, what I advise you to do here is to study relationship. Study relationship. Study this. So that's all I have to say in this video. Let me know what you think about this video. Leave me your comment down below. And yeah, let me know how your relationship is turning out to be, or how you guys are managing your relationship. So that's it, guys. All right, bye.